Good morning, everyone. In today's lecture, I am going to start unit second. Okay. So in unit second, there are commands as well as the management part in this unit. So this part is related to your practical part also. Okay. That means in this unit, the practical part is also covered. So after completing this unit, I am going to show you which part is comes under in which practical. Okay, so just study this carefully. Okay, so the unit second, and there are four chapters in this unit. Four chapter in that chapter one, which is graphical desktop. Then another one, command line. So then third one is Linux documentation, and fourth one is file operation. Okay, so these are the four chapters from unit second. So in this chapter, in first in this unit, the first chapter, which is graphical desktop, which is related to the graphics which is provided in a Linux operating system. So there are different types of graphical desktop applications are available in this. So in that, first one is, we are going to start this chapter. Okay, graphical desktop. In that, first point is session management. Session management. Okay, so what is mean by session? So if you are working in a computer system, then there is one of the option which one of the facility which is a session. When you are going to work in your computer, then you create a session in that system. Okay, and when your work is done, after that this session is going to end. Okay, so in a Linux operating system, there is a GUI session managers. So there are different applications are here for providing sessions. So that are also called as a GUI session managers. Okay, suppose you consider Ubuntu operating system, that means Ubuntu distribution of Linux operating system. Then it includes different session management applications that are Claudia. Just you are going to download it over the internet and install. Okay, non-session management. Then Jack session. So these are some of the session management. So in that, first one is a Claudia. So Claudia is a powerful GUI. Ladish session manager use Claudia as a front end, and it is the part of KX Studio project, and it has more features than the official Ladish GUI, and it implements the Claudia launcher also. So there are different options that are used for installing any of the software or any of the application. So in Linux operating system, just like in Red Hat Enterprise Linux, there are used the different option, which is RPM, which is used for installing any of the software, downloading and installing. Then DEB for Debian, then APT for Ubuntu. Okay, so just download it over the internet, and you are using that particular session management application, just like Claudia. So it provides a front end. Okay, so it provides a powerful GUI to the users when it is used in the operating system. Then the another one is non-session management. So non-session management is released in 2010, and it is fully compatible with apps. That means any of the app you are going to use in your operating system, it is compatible with this non-session management. Okay, so it has built-in NSM support regardless of their audio backend in Linux, and it has its own GUI. So non-session management provide its own graphical user interface to the user. Okay. Then the third one is Jack Session. So Jack Session, it is introduced in 2011, and it is most of the popular session management application. And this Jack connection is not compatible with other session management protocols, and without session management support, it has limited compatibility with apps. Okay, so it is not compatible with other session management protocols. So it only supports for their own session management protocols. So these are the session management applications, that is Claudia, non-session management, Jack Session. So some of these are here, and there are another different session management tools are also available. Okay, so this is the session management. Then next one is installing and updating software. Second point. Before starting any executing any of the command, these are the basic concepts related to that. So you are going to use different options or different commands in Linux operating system, but suppose you need any of the software in your system, then how to install that software or update that software in this operating system. So in that, so there is a apt tool that is used for to install packages. Okay, and it is also used to install files or any of the software. So apt-get, just like this, apt-get, this command is used to install files and software packages, and it gives information about packages that are currently installed in your operating system. Okay, that means in your operating system's repository where that softwares are already installed, then you get the information related to that software or application by using this command, that is apt-get. Okay, so apt tool handles a local database on the user's hard drive. That means it is used to handle the data at the user side. Okay, and there are different commands which is used for in I'm going to use in Ubuntu operating system. Okay, consider Ubuntu distribution of Linux operating system. Okay, okay, so for in that, first option is add or install any software. Okay, just see what type of command is used for adding or installing any of the software in Ubuntu distribution. Okay, म्हणजे आपण जे इथे यूज करतो प्रॅक्टिकली, तर मी तुम्हाला इथे VMware वर्कस्टेशन मध्ये रेड हॅट एंटरप्राइज त्याच टाइप मध्ये आपण Ubuntu ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टीम सुद्धा यूज करू शकतो. ओके, okay, so in just like consider this Windows operating system. Suppose you need any of the software, then you just go to over the internet, just like you using Google, and you just type it here, the name of that particular software, and just click on download button. Okay, and that software is easily downloaded and you are directly install that software. But when you need to install any of the software in Linux operating system, then there are the commands that are used for downloading, installing that particular software. So first one is add or install any software. So for that, in Ubuntu operating system, this command is going to use apt, this A is small, apt-get install $, and in bracket curly brackets a package name, package name means software name that you want to install. Okay, so this is the command which is used for installing any of the package or any of the software. Okay, so this is the first one. Then second option, which is provided in this, which is remove or uninstall software. Remove or uninstall software. For that, just use it here, remove. Okay, then curly bracket after $sign package name. See this command, apt-get remove $sign and after that package name. Okay, so this command is used here फॉर रिमुव्हिंग अ सॉफ्टवेअर. आता विंडोज मध्ये बघा, तुम्हाला जर हे एखादं सॉफ्टवेअर डिलीट करायचं असेल तर तुम्ही कुठे जाता, तर कंट्रोल पॅनल मध्ये. ओके, सो इन कंट्रोल पॅनल देर इज अ ऑप्शन विच इज अनइन्स्टॉल अ प्रोग्राम. ओके, सो वी जस्ट क्लिक ऑन that option. After that, installed software list is given here. Okay, that is in this list of programs and features in a control panel. Suppose you want to uninstall any of the package from this Windows operating system, that means software, then you just click on that software name and click on this option uninstall. After that, this software is uninstalled from your Windows operating system. So just like that, in Windows Linux operating system, suppose you want to uninstall any of the software or a package, then give the command apt-get remove $package name. Okay, then the third option which provide here, update software. Update any software or a package, then this command is used, that is apt-get update. That means there is no any option which is provided to this update function, that is package name or a software name. It is directly update all newly पॅकेजेस. ओके, दॅट मीन्स जे न्यूली इन्स्टॉल केलेले आहेत, असे जे काही पॅकेजेस असतील किंवा सॉफ्टवेअर्स असतील, ते डिरेक्टली ऑल पॅकेजेस काय होतील, अपडेट होतील. दॅट मीन्स फॉर दी अपडेट कमांड ओनली दिस यूज, दॅट इज apt-get update. ओके, देन these are the packages, installation, removal and updation in Ubuntu distribution. Okay, so like this installing and updating software is working. म्हणजे याच्यामध्ये एखादं सॉफ्टवेअर इन्स्टॉल करायचं असेल, अपडेट करायचं असेल, रिमूव्ह करायचं असेल, तर या टाईपच्या कमांड यूज केल्या जातात. ओके, सो याच्यामध्ये कोणाला काही प्रॉब्लेम असेल तर विचारू शकता. आता सपोज तुम्हाला काय करायचं आहे, तर फॉर एक्झाम्पल मला काय करायचं आहे की एक सॉफ्टवेअर इन्स्टॉल करायचं आहे. मी कमांड काय करणार आहे, sudo apt. आता हे sudo काय यूज केलेलं आहे तर ते तुम्हाला नंतर समजेल. apt-get install and I want to install a for example I want to install bind server. ओके, इन लिनक्स ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टीम हे एक सर्व्हर आहे, तर ते लिनक्स मध्ये यूज होतं. तर मी फॉर एक्झाम्पल इथं कन्सिडर केलेलं आहे आणि मला ते इन्स्टॉल करायचं असेल तर मी हे यूज करणार आहे, ते apt-get install bind. ओके, सो दॅट टाइप्स any of the software or any of the application is installed in Linux operating system. Okay, see this, these three options are comes under this add or install, then remove or uninstall and update. Okay, so this is the second point from this chapter. Then the next point, which is text editors. Text editors. So text editor is important in a Linux operating system. So text editors are by default provided with operating system, and it is a computer program that has been developed for writing and editing text. Okay, that text editors are developed for writing and editing text. So in Windows operating system, what is the by default text editor? Is anyone of you known about it? What is the by default text editor of Windows operating system? Mention in chat box. Okay. So in Windows operating system, sorry, in Linux operating system, there are different text editors are available. So by using the text editors, user can enter, change, save, close, or delete, print by using its input and output devices. So any of the work is done on a text by using text editor. म्हणजे टेक्स्ट वरती आपण काही functions apply करू शकतो. Just like change the text, then save that text, close that text, delete any of the text, or suppose you want to print that text, then you use print option on the text. Okay, so these types of words are going to do on a text. So a text editor provides an empty screen with a fixed line length and visible line numbers, and you can then fill the lines in with text line by line by using type of editors. Okay, so this is a page. Okay, so when I open this Word document, okay, Word document is also a text editor, but it is not a by default. It is download install by the particular user. Okay, so when I'm opening this document, then it is a blank and it have a particular length, that is this is one page, then the another second page. When one page is completed, then it goes to the next page. So like this, it provides an empty screen and have a fixed length, fixed line length and visible line numbers. ओके, आणि त्याच्यामध्ये आपण जसं टाईप करत जाऊ तसं ते त्याच्यामध्ये काय होत जातं, एडिट होत जातं. ओके, सो जस्ट लाईक दिस इन Linux there are different text editors are available. Okay, I'm opening this operating system from virtual machine. जसं मी तुम्हाला दाखवलं की याच्यामध्ये फॉर एक्झाम्पल नोटपॅड आहे, याच्यामध्ये आपण टेक्स्ट टाईप करू शकतो किंवा प्रोग्राम करू शकतो. तुम्ही जर PHP केलं असेल तर तुम्ही इथे प्रोग्राम लिहिलेले असतात. सपोज यू आर गोइंग टू एक्झिक्यूट वेब प्रोग्रामिंग प्रोग्राम, सो देन you can use the notepad just like this. In a Linux operating system, suppose you want to execute any of the program, then there is a use of that text editors. Okay, याच्यामध्ये text editors use केले जाऊ शकतात. Okay, just see. So this is a terminal. Okay, and here different commands are executed. Then what are the editor? Okay, this is not an editor. Okay, एडिटर नाहीये. मी जर इथे आता ओपन केलं टर्मिनल, तर हा टर्मिनल एडिटर नाहीये. तर एडिटर काय आहे, तर Just see VI. I'm going to insert in another text editor which is called as a VI. Okay. बघा याच्यामध्ये मी मल्टिपल लाईन्स डेटा काय करू शकते, लिहू शकते. दॅट इज टेक्स्ट एडिटर. ओके. आणि मी जर कमांड लाईन ओपन केली, जस्ट सी मी याच्यामध्ये दिलं तर हे लगेच नेक्स्ट लाईनला जातं. याच्यामध्ये मल्टिपल लाईन्स मी लिहू शकत नाही. हा कमांड लाईन इंटरफेस आहे की जो युजर कडून कमांड एंटर करून घेतो. मग याच्यामध्ये मला असं नको आहे की मला हे ऑल लाईन्स ऑफ कोड आहे तर तो मला एकाच लाईन मध्ये लिहायचं, एकाच फाईल मध्ये लिहायचंय. तर मी याच्यामध्ये बघा मल्टिपल लाईन्स एकाच फाईल मध्ये लिहू शकते. जस्ट सी. ओके. मग या टाइप मध्ये मी परत बाहेर म्हणजे टर्मिनलवरती येऊ शकते. तर या टाइप मध्ये हा एक एडिटर आहे की या एडिटर मध्ये आपण वर्किंग करू शकतो. देन व्हॉट आर द डिफरंट टेक्स्ट एडिटर्स अवेलेबल इन लिनक्स ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टीम. इन दॅट फर्स्ट वन इज जेडिट. देन आता मी तुम्हाला दाखवलं तर त्याच्यामध्ये मी VI हा एडिटर यूज केला. देन VI, देन अनदर वन इज VIM, देन Emacs, then graphics editor. So these are the different text editors which are available in Linux operating system. So in that, Gedit is a simple text editor and it is used to create and edit text file. Okay, text file create करण्यासाठी आणि edit करण्यासाठी हा text editor use केला जातो. Then the another one is VI or VIM. Okay, so what are the use of that? VIM is a highly configurable editor to create or edit a text file. म्हणजे highly configurable आहे हे editor, that is VI and VIM. So it is built to enable efficient text editing, and it has two modes in VIM as the command mode and the insert mode. Okay, command mode and insert mode means what? Just see this. When I am opening this any of, I'm suppose want to create one file that is M1. When I'm going to insert into that file, then when I type any of the keys on a keyboard, then it is not insert on the keyboard. Okay, and when I press I button, okay, then it is a enter into that file and type any of the data, that is called as a insert mode. Okay, and when I type the command, then it is called as a command mode. Okay, म्हणजे याच्यामध्ये कमांड मोड आहेत आणि तो कमांड मोड ऍक्टिव्ह करायचा असेल तर आपल्याला काहीतरी त्याच्यामध्ये ऑप्शन द्यावा लागतो आणि त्याच्यानंतरच ते कमांड मोड ते मोड्स असतात तर ते काय होत असतात, यूज होत असतात. सो दी मोड्स आर available in VI and VIM editors. Then the another one is Emacs. Emacs is a group of extensible text editor, and it is not an insertion mode editor that any character typed in Emacs is automatically inserted into the file. That means it is easily enter any of the data which is inserted into the file. Okay, there is no any mode which is used in Emacs. Okay, and the last one is graphics editor. Graphics editor have the GVIM editor, and it is a GUI version, and it has similar functionality as the command line of VIM. And the another one is LeafPad. It is a lightweight GUI based text editor, and it is very much easy to use by the new Linux users. So that's why it is easy to use and easy to handle, but we are going to use this editor practically, that is VI. Okay, VI हा editor आपण use करणार आहोत, VI or VIM या दोन्ही पैकी. Okay, text editor is nothing but any of the application which is used to enter a text, enter a text and edit that text. Okay, so these are the text editors. So these are the 3 points from this lecture, which is session management, then installing and updating software, and text editors in Linux. Is there any query? Then tell me. Otherwise, mention your roll number in a chat box and leave this meeting.